time for prestigious teaching to you. Really? Yes, really. How are you guys doing today? Me. I'm feeling a little bit okay, like, you know what I mean? It's like if you don't pay attention to it, then it won't bother you. Right? Okay, so I wanted to speak about a few things, okay? I wanted to speak about gratitude and keeping our mind heightened and at a high vibration, okay? Because there's a lot of toxic energies, and some people don't even really realize that they're being toxic. Some people it's not even them, it's that they didn't let go of a certain being that they were supposed to, and it's affecting you too because you're already heightened in essence. You know what I mean? Okay, but I wanted to speak about that. Paying attention to what your intuition tells you. Like, I speak about on Nori here to tell a story on my Snapchat. Anybody who's aware there, if you traveled on down here from Snapchat, thank you. Hey, Wagwan, this is me. I'm being silly. This is my channel, and I'm free to be exactly as my elders and my ancestors deemed me to be. So either way, hey, with that, we always talk about awareness, okay? So like when you're too cold, you know to keep yourself warm because you get cold. Like in essence, you get that awareness. Ooh, I'm cold. I need to put something more on. You know what I mean? And same thing as when you're hot and that shit burns you and you're like, ow. It gives you that awareness type of thing, right? So you can't really deny that type of awareness. So like maybe looking at our spirituality, like that type of awareness, like self-awareness, it makes you more aware. So in essence, you don't have to go so far as touching things, or like I speak about, every action is a reaction. That spirit source wants us to be aware of what we are actually reacting to and not only using that as every action is a reaction. You know what I mean? Like you are in charge of your actions, nobody else. You are in charge of your emotions as well. Oh my goodness, guys, my camera's working so much better today. I am so freaking happy. Oh my god, the struggles of life, I'm telling you. Yeah, I just got a new phone like maybe 3 months ago, and it's already full, and that makes no sense to me, especially since, you know, when they tell you to clean out your storage and you clean it out. And I remember one of my favorite girls to watch, Hanging with Geneva, beautiful girl and a beautiful, beautiful soul, might I say. She was talking about how her thing might be tapped or whatever. And the thing about it is, yeah, that is something that us chosen ones are really going through. Like, my shit's been tapped. This is the freaking reason why I even have a new phone in the first place. Like, I'm telling you, like, if it is too good to be true, then it is really too good to be true. I know we were speaking about that recently, but you will find that a lot of times their repetitiveness, and it's to continue to be relatable, to keep it familiar. It's like our life is different scriptures, different chapters, you know what I mean, type of thing. So it's like, it's, and then, you know, I'm hearing dude, where's my car? And when they go and then and then and then exactly, like there's a continuation all the time. And having said that, there is a new chapter, okay? So spirit has severed the ties, and I'm being drawn to my tree here with the sun and the moon here. So the yin and the yang, twin flames is what I'm seeing. And now I'm hearing solar plexus chakra. So yes, definitely cutting off ties. Spirits are severing the ties. And when the smoke clears and the war is done, toom. Remember we were talking about that too, about the fire extinguisher. And it's funny because they're drawing me to the sky. I'm looking in my sky right now. And it looks so smoky and foggy right now. Holy. So when the smoke clears. I don't want to do anymore. So I was going to take this out, guys. But then I thought of all the work of taking it out and then doing my own hair. And I love my own hair. Don't get me wrong. I like, I don't know, growing up, with my heritage, I guess you would say, growing up as a black woman, basically, ouch, our, I don't know why I was about to say ancestors, but my parents, like, they always taught us that our hair is our crown, okay? Having said that, when you're going to hairdressers, when you're getting people, even food, even when you're eating food, like, you're not quite certain of the energy the being is in, and if you're already high energy and absorbent to everything, like such as myself, then it's gonna affect you. It is really gonna affect you. So having said that, maybe you guys are being affected by that too. I'm really realizing a lot of things. Sorry, just try and fine tune out the noise in the background there. Yeah, it's the weekend. So apparently the 1111 portal is open, and that totally went over my mind, especially because that whole day, yeah, the devil was on attack mode on my ass, bro. It was just attack, 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 and I'm like, what the but instead of paying attention and giving that entity that power, I don't give away my power. No, 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 no. I don't even let them know that they're even penetrating thy skin. I pray. I pray. I pray. Before I lay down. Before I lay down, I pray. I wake up, I pray. I go to the shower, I pray. I go to a different astral plane. How many people find that when you go to the shower or when you meditate even, that you are going on a different astral plane? Like, imagine that astral plane, you're really there. You're really there. You have that credibility. Like, you have that ability to go to different realms that others are dying would like give their life to go. You know what I mean? So having said that, be proud of where you are. I know you may not be where you want to be, but Spirit Source wants you to know that you're exactly where you need to be, okay? You may not be where you aimed to be, but you are exactly where you're supposed to be, okay? Because God foresees all. You know what I mean? So Shirley's in to see if you're going to fall in a hole. Some people feel like they're ready, like, oh, I want this person, I love this person, I want, and then they get in a relationship and realize that they have more to heal, realize, or have been out of a relationship for so long that you are kind of unaware of how to be in one. Like, it's so, I don't know, that's me, I'm speaking my own experience there, because I feel like I've been single for so damn long that, I've been single for so damn long, because even the relationships, they weren't relatable. So I'm not going to say, oh, I was in a relationship with somebody when I was in a relationship with my damn self. You know what I'm saying? So we will just cross that out. X marks the spot. Yeah, but I feel like I need to speak on this. So like that, you've been single for so long and you've been working on yourself for so long. You've been hurting and healing through it for so long by yourself. Like, it's like, will somebody be able to embrace that same being that you do? And yes, they will, because this is your divine counterpart. This is the being that is on your equal vibration, that your spirit guides willed to come on your path. You know what I mean? And it is up to you to let them walk through. I don't know. We keep speaking so much about love these days, but also spirit guides want me to let you guys know that when I'm speaking of love, I'm not only speaking of outside, like other beings. I'm also speaking of the balance in you, like the divine union in you, being able to tap into your mother energy, your father energy, your earth energy, your spiritual, like you're being able to tap into your elements inside, right? And you will notice a shift. You'll notice a change by the way you respond, the way you act, the way you react, the way you feel, the way you think, yeah, you will know. It is, and not only will you know, others will know. And having said that, I want to speak about this. Like, a lot of us want to hold on people from our past, but they sit in the past. Like, they're still stuck on who you were. So they don't even take the time to learn who you now aim to be, who you are now. You know what I mean? And those are the beings that you kind of need to cut out of your life, okay? Because it's dead weight. I'm hearing womp womp womp. It's dead weight. Lose it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Those people way too crosses. You need to cut it. They clouding up your mind. You need to cut them. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Ooh. Oh my god. My camera was working so well earlier, and then it just started doing its own nonsense. I'm telling you, I swear that technology has a gosh darn mind of their own. Like, literally, it has a mind of their own either way. I wanted to speak about, it's just crazy because usually on Snapchat it stops at 60 seconds. 60 seconds, 60 seconds, 60 seconds, 60 seconds. You know what I mean? So I'm used to like stopping, and then I just keep going and keep going and keep going. But like now with this not stopping, oh, I messed up that brain. Now with this not stopping, it's like there's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you. If it doesn't work one way, then, you know, try it another way. Like, spirit is out here opening doors. Like, many possibilities are here. And every single door that you walk through is a beautiful blossoming opportunity that you excel in. It's just how you take it, where you go. Because you are more divine and more wise than you know. It's crazy. I was like, I couldn't walk for 2 days. Like, we need to speak about these things because I feel like a lot of even my empresses and all my sisters and brethrens on here, all the conduits of spirit, like a lot of them don't really go, like they don't really talk about it. But dude, we got to talk about this. Like, we're always talking about healing the collective and everything, but we also need to speak about, I feel, and excuse me if I may be wrong or wherever the case is, but I just feel like we don't express wholeheartedly like what we're going through, and we're going through a lot. We're going through a lot, and having said that, that's what Spirit wanted me to speak to you guys about, my experience in life and my experience of what has gotten me thus far. You know, why I decided to take this path, and what path am I taking? I hear you asking, and the thing about it is that is between me and the Most High. And when it comes to your path, that is between you and the Most High, and then the Most High gives you the key, you know what I mean? And you get the answers that you really need. All of the answers that you seek outside of you are within. As within, as without. As high, as so below. Right? And so it goes. Speaking of which, we did not empty out the trash energy in here. They're like, get rid of the trash energy. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it, D. So I call upon Earth Angel. I just go by whatever, like, dude, Earth Angel? Okay, so I call on Earth Angel. Call on Earth. Earth, fire, spirit, water, air. Call on ether. Call upon all my ancestors. I call upon all your ancestors to help cleanse you. What are you going through? What are you going through? Because the thing about it is, we always want to be on the soapbox. We want to, like, we always fight to be heard, fight to tell our truth, fight to speak. Really, don't speak unless he's spoken to. That's what I just heard, right? But yeah, but when you're spoken to, do you speak? When you have that opportunity, do you leap? That is what you gotta ask yourself. Okay? And if you're not doing what you feel like you're doing, just ask the Father. Ask your spirit guides the next step, to guide your next step of what it is that you really need to do. Okay? What was I doing? I hate this camera, dude. Okay, I'm gonna purchase one just now. But the thing about it is being, and I'm speaking to my single parents out here, because yeah, I know that other people, it doesn't make it less of a job for a mother or father if they're not single. But having said that, you can't relate. They can't relate. A single parent, a person who is in a relationship and is being helped, holding down the ship, cannot relate to a person that is holding down the ship for themselves. Because the thing about it is, and that's why people need to appreciate the relations that spirit is sending them, like the beings that spirit is sending them. Because like when you are in a marriage, you're in a spiritual union, you guys are sharing. You're sharing. Okay? And having said that, I'm seeing 2 pentacles, like juggling. No, there shouldn't be no juggling. One should be one of the balance, the other should be, the other part of the balance. Like, there's 2 pentacles and the 2 pentacles, and honestly, both of those pentacles should be the male and the female. Both bosses. Right? Grounded. Okay? Because it starts from the ground up to the crown. Right? And more, I'm still looking into that. But you have the ability to share monetarily, to share emotionally, to share sexually, to share, monetarily, I already said, so financially. You know what I mean? You have that ability. Like, either way, I'm just saying, when you're single, if the mothership or fathership sinks, everybody sinks. And there's nobody. The sailors are the children. The sailors are your children. Okay? The pirates are your children. You're the captain. Captain Hook in this bitch. Alright? So get rich. Either way. It's crazy. But so I was down and out for a couple of days, and the thing about it is, when I'm down and out, all I keep thinking about is getting up. I'm not thinking, I'm so much pain. Well, it's already obvious. I'm in pain. I'm already laying there. I already have a migraine. I already feel nauseated. If I did purge, then I puked, then everything, it makes no sense to, I know you're going through this, but the only way to do it is to go through it, okay? Because you already wrote that contractual agreement with your spirit guides, with your ancestors, with God, the Most High. You signed up for the relations that you have, the relationships, like even all of the trials and errors. I mean, like, yeah, we've had a lot of trials and errors and everything, but everything is based off of perspective. It's like, if it didn't happen, would you be where you are today? Because you don't know how powerful you are until you have nothing left but power to use, right? So yeah, there's just all these things. I'm sorry guys, it's been recalibrated, and recalibrating, they say. So it just keeps going and going and going. Duracell just keeps going. Jesus. That's good. You keep going and going. Yeah, I was speaking to a lovely emperor, and I was expressing to him that, yeah, we get down, but we don't stay down. All right? Because like they always say, What goes up must come down. But as I remember it and as I experienced it, you gotta go down to get up again. This is the last freaking braid. Then I'm gonna hold the meds. Actually, I was going to. Actually, no, I am going to go to Divinity Hour, right? But okay, they're saying to speak of the mind. Yesterday, I was sitting here and I was speaking to my girl, my sister, and hey, Lily, and basically, we were speaking about how beautiful it is to be able to experience our journey with one another, like even if it's just one person, like just how grateful, like giving gratitude, how grateful we are, how appreciative we are to have one another, you know, to have someone who overstand, understand, outerstand, inner. Did I already say inner? I didn't say under. Understands the whole like situation of things. Like you don't have to break it down. Like that you could be as toxic as you really want to, as loud as you want to, as volatile as you really want to, and it's still composure. It's like because it's like, wow, she's human like me, I'm human like her, like, you know what I mean? But in all actuality, we ain't that humane. We ain't, man. This is just our body. This is just a capsule. It's like a battery. You can't recharge your phone with just the cord, just the extension cord, and you can't recharge your phone with just the outlet box. You need both, like the synergy, the energy to give the yeah. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to pull these. I don't know why spirit guides are asking me to pull some cards. I've been very excited about this whole card bit here. But let's do it. Any messages for the collective? So these are the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards for those who one of my biggest pet peeves about when I'm watching my beautiful sisters and brethren online is if I have to rewind 20 million times to know what kind of card they're actually using. It drives me knuckin' futz if I don't even get the... But you want me to tell you about that? Okay, prayer. Save a little prayer for you. Someone's praying for you. And I'm literally hearing that song. Is that Aretha Franklin? Save a little prayer for you. Okay, so I'm seeing lemonades. So they say, when life gives you lemons and you squeeze them. Okay, prayer, saving a little prayer for somebody here. So somebody is praying to move, or somebody moved maybe from the city to like a rural area. Okay, but prayer brought you there. Something about prayer. And that also brings me back to what I was supposed to be speaking to you guys about. Okay, prayer is key. If you are waking up at 2, 3, 1, whatever time you're waking up, I don't care. Prayer watch. Okay, even if you're not Christian, it still makes divine sense. Like, look up, because there are certain hours that you're supposed to be praying. There are certain times that these Luciferians and all of these reptilians, or whatever the case is, whatever you want to call them, they're not important. But I'm just saying that they are designed to attack us. Like, there are certain times, right? So every time that you're waking up, just know that you have that chance to pray for the collective and get, like, rid all the toxins, get up, rid the energy in your room, write down your dream, okay? Because, like, if you're anything like me and you're forgetting your dreams, unless you write them down immediately, like, bro, immediately could be like God wakes you up at 1 o'clock and you already had 10 dreams. Write that shit down. Keep your book at the side. I have a whole bunch of books, having said that, but I do not use my books to actually write my things in. I actually use my Google Docs. I actually use things like that. And if I feel like anybody's trying to infiltrate, then I just email that shit to one of my emails that I have. You know what I'm saying? And having said that, having a lot of copies of certain things. So, like, a lot of people are infiltrating and breaking through the system. So, like, I mean, like, they're infiltrating. Like, a lot of people are acting as if they're a person, but they're really not that person. There's one like that, the mask that we were talking about, that's really fading away. Like we were seeing the clouds with the mask fading away, so you can see their true face. But not only that, not only that, they're showing their true face, but that they're getting out of your space. They're getting out of your space. Their prayer is key. So when you're praying, you're praying for you, and you're praying for me. You're praying for everybody. You're praying for the whole collective. You're praying for whoever is attached to your energy source. And having said that, if you, even when you like open the door for somebody, or somebody, when like etiquettes, like it goes a long way, it radiates, you know, and it stays, you know what I mean? Like yesterday was so fucking low, so low energy. Like I felt like something punched me right here and knocked the wind out of me, and it was like clenching at my heart. But I had somewhere to go, and I was with the children, so it was just like whatever. But after a moment, I was like, yo, I have to sit, you know. And I was sitting for a moment, and then I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna get my coffee. Boom, bitches. Get my coffee, and get whatever my children desired, or we needed at that time, because we still had to go to Giant Tiger and everything. So either way, and then I went in there. And oh, how I love Timmy's, not only for their coffee, I love it for the vibration. Because like one thing that I often speak about on my channel, on my YouTube channel, Nori Goddess 84, Nori Here to Tell a Story. Check it out if you want to. But actually, I find like a lot of my time I'm camping here. I'm camping there, but I'm living here. Like is what I'm finding now, because Nori Here to Tell a Story only gives me, like I said, like freaking a minute to talk. And like even though I have like 5,000 subscribers there, like Snapchat is hiding my views, and they'll even like take down certain videos and things like that. They'll turn down my volume, a whole bunch of things like that. Oh yeah, oh yada 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 yada. So that brings me back to infiltration of the system. So like people are infiltrating, like they're I keep hearing carbon copy, but that's not what I'm trying to say, spirit guides. What I'm striving to say is that they're acting like they're you. So we're having like okay, they keep talking about carbon copy and paste. So plagiarizing energies. They're plagiarizing, striving to plagiarize your energy, but having said that, they cannot infiltrate. Okay, then they're talking about infiltration of the system. Okay, so system, literally. So like okay, let's talk about it. Oh my god, okay, all right, I get you guys. You guys want to do this already? I didn't even go to my divinity hour yet. But just saying, I'm already blessed. You're already blessed at your best. You are already blessed because you always carry your what? Spiritual vest. All right, anyways, that just came to me. So, infiltration of the system. So, okay, I was having a lot of situations of am I ready to talk about this? It's just like I don't like bringing things into. Okay, we'll just talk about it. Okay, so basically, I used to live in, I live in Ontario, right? But Canada. But I used to live in a rural. Okay, there was a situation. Remember, we were talking about leaving people behind. So basically, yes, I'm an artist for Siege Ignites, and my music career didn't thrive. Like I've been doing this from when I was like a child, but I went to Canadian Idol. And they were like warding away all the beings that were actually meant to stay, and whoever even got to go on, like if they were really like talented, like the first year that they came to Ontario was 2003. My first child, that's when I had my first child, excuse me, manners. And I went when she was like 2.5 months. So either way, they're just warding away things. Like people were always stealing my music. All these males would they would pay me to sing, and knowledge is power. Okay, so if you're a musician, you should know this, that when you get paid for doing work, it like basically erases your rights. Like you basically don't really have rights to that song. Like in essence, like they already paid for to take you off or something like that. Anyways, some type of knowledge like that. But either way, The thing about it is they were stealing. When I say stealing music, it was more so like stealing energy, because I didn't realize the power in my voice, the power that I have, right? The power in your voice that you have, right? We are all godly beings, and we are all based out of God's essence. Like, we are the essence of God, right? Type of thing. So having said that, we have certain abilities and gifts, right? So I recognize that the word of God would come through me, and it would like certain blessings. Like sometimes, like, okay, I have friends that could come over my house and get not exactly rich. They said rich, but basically if they play it right, they can. Like literally. I have friends that come over, like, I don't know, people call me like something like horseshoe. They're showing me a horseshoe. They're also showing me a magnet. So they're showing me a horseshoe and magnet. Like, is a horseshoe magnet? It's like the same. Anyway. But either way, the wishing well. Yeah. So you probably have the same abilities as well. And you realize that people are more blessed when you're around them than actually you being around beings. And if you do feel blessed around that being, just know that you're blessing them just the same. Just the same. It's a reciprocity. It's a reciprocal feeling. It's like, if even if someone's down and you help them and they're not able to do much, like, even the thank you is showing gratitude. You know what I mean? Like, just giving acknowledgement and appreciation, acknowledging that you even took in that they needed a source, and that spirit source came through you to help them with that resource, in essence, right? So having said that, a lot of people used me for my gifts. A lot of people, I haven't heard half of the music that was out there, and like, it's just crazy. It's just so much. People try to use you for your gifts, but God wants me to tell you that your gift was gifted to you. So there's no taking anything. All they're doing is putting an obstacle. All they're doing is slowing you down. It's like a camel's hump. You get over it, but there's still that groove. You know what I mean? You can still go down, but you can go up again. It depends. So either way, prayer is key. That was a very long message. I'm sorry, guys. Prayer is key. Okay? So by praying for your loved ones, praying for your family, you're expanding. Okay? You're expanding and you're growing. You are tapping in to your mother energy. Okay? You are tapping into your fertility of growth. Like, you're expanding. You're tapping in with the one, right? And all of your ancestors, okay? And they are giving you like prayer. They hear your prayer and they're expanding and growing with you. You got earth, wind, air, and fire. And you got spirit source right there. Right there. You got the voice of truth. Okay, so the truth of the matter. So the yellow, okay, this is chakra. And I'm still gaining like wow. Woo! Okay, I'm still okay. So basically, they go by the colors of the chakra. So this one's yellow. So this would have to do with your soul ties. I'm hearing, right? So your soul is tied to prayer. Okay, and because your soul is so invested, your expansion is here. Okay, so prayer brought this beautiful expansion of growth. You are tapping into your spirit guides. You are tapping into that other dimension. You're actually tapping into many dimensions of you, and you don't really recognize it. Like, there was one point that I used to wake up and I used to see different dimensions, like in my room. Like, I would see like the grid. Okay, but because you're doing all of this, there is a completion. Okay, there's a completion. So I'm seeing the death card. So even though there is the death here, and their loved one is all the memories that they're holding on to, there is still illumination once they walk out. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like they're... So having said that, I'm hearing resurrection. So the resurrection is taking place, like your spirit guides are here. Okay, they heard your prayer. They seeing you squeeze, when life gives you lemons, squeeze it. But who really wants to squeeze lemons? Because it's sour, right? But lemons have so much benefit, so you took the benefits that you could with what you could squeeze, right? And for that, for taking in those gems, for taking that time, are you ever so effortlessly expanding and coming on to this completion, okay? Because you have learned to accept your spirit guides and allow them to ward away all of the negative energies. And American Pie, and I'm hearing, I don't know why I'm hearing Brittany Murphy, Rest in Paradise, My Beautiful Love. I'm hearing, I'll never tell. So you're coming through this abundance because you never tell. You'll never tell. You'll never tell, like, you know, you are no longer confused. You learned that prayer is key, and you expand and you grow. And it's crazy because that's what we were talking about. Like, every time I go to Divinity Hour, like, we are going to different astral planes. Death. We are talking to our loved ones. They're illuminating us, and they are accepting us, and they are giving us gifts to keep trudging on, right? And they are warding away all of this negative energy, right? And guiding you, guiding your sacral space, I'm hearing, to give you abundance. If you lost something down that, don't worry, you're getting it back. And it was so fitting. It's crazy because, so it started with the solar plexus chakra and it ended with the solar plexus chakra. So it went from the solar plexus chakra, to my understanding, the blue is the throat chakra, so expansion. So remember we were talking about Ace of Sword, and we were talking about speaking your truth and standing in it. Do you see how I was talking about staying familiar, being familiar, and being relatable, right? It's quite explainable. So, like, prayer is key, and by speaking your truth, you completed the cycle. Like, you completed that cycle. And your spirit guides, like, you made some type of, the transition was made, okay? And you accepted if you were working at a restaurant, if you were working at, I'm hearing rollerblading, like one of those rollerblade places, but basically whatever you do, you accepted working on yourself in the smallest increments of self, like in little increments, to be abundant through all that confusion. Okay, the confusion is gone. All right, you no longer feel victimized, right? You now have faith. You restored your faith. Okay, that was a lot. Thank you, spirit guides, for that. I don't feel like I really need to speak more on that, but they did pull me to chakra wisdom oracle cards. If you need them, go ahead. Thing about it is, none of us really have the answers, but we have gems that lead us to the key. I don't have my I should probably open this. Ow! I don't know, my sage just juked me. But either way. Oh, and if you're anything like me and animals are following you everywhere and cawing and whatever, blue jays are chirping, and you're waking up to cardinals and a whole bunch of squirrels in your backyard, and you're seeing fairies in your fucking camera. Oh yeah. I have proof for everything that I say, eh? I have animals that come around my yard, and my spirit guides know that they are a freaking monitoring spirit. I literally seen a cat get grabbed by its tail. And you know what? Not only that, enough of my brethren, enough of my sisters and brothers, because like I speak it how I knows it and how I experience it. I have no time to be out here lying. I have no time out here to, you know what I mean? They said scrying. To be scrying. I don't know, I have to look that up. Anyways. Cryptic key. I don't know. But either way, guys, I needed to get that off my chest. Now I'm gonna roll my spliff. I'm gonna smoke my crows. Caw kitty caw caw caw. And yep. And I love you guys, just as you know.